comedies and thought, oh, Mom and Dad married their soulmate. Mom and Dad are so... We know how hard marriage is. We commend you for writing out the ebbs and the flows. No, for making it last. And the other thing that strikes me is growing up, we moved around quite a lot, and we were just telling a couple friends tonight that Mom and Dad would sit us down on a Sunday morning and take us into the formal living room, which we were never allowed in, and so we knew that was the talk to say, guess what, girls, we're moving. But what always amazed my sister and I is that no matter what the circumstances or where we were, they always made friends, and Reno is a testament to that. So it's lovely to meet all of you, and thank you again for coming out. I don't know if Kristen wants to add anything, but just congratulations, Mom and Dad. We do have cake behind you, cupcakes that you can partake in, and some chocolate-covered strawberries. There's some champagne back there as well. We thought it would be too hard to get it out there, but we do have some champagne. So in a minute, we'll raise whatever glass you have in your hand. We'll raise to
But
Mom and Dad.
Dave and I also have something to say.
Oh,
Who invited you?
Kristen, do you?
Oh yeah, and so I echo Carrie and I say thank you very much for coming and celebrating this big event. And like Carrie said, we moved around a lot, and it was always just the four of us. And so Mom and Dad just really gave us quite just a wonderful childhood and showed us all the love, and it was a good life that we had, and we kind of all scattered to the winds when we got married and went to college, and it's really quite amazing that we've all ended up here in Reno now in the last few years. So we feel very blessed, and we just thank you for helping us celebrate our parents.
Wonderful.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you all. You've been great friends. We have so enjoyed, this is, when we got to Reno and we saw the hospitality of the folks here, we said this is it. Because we've been looking, where should we potentially retire to? And when we got here, we sat down 3 months after we got here, because I still had 5 years to go up at the community college, and we said this is it. So I thank you so much for coming. I would like to honor or to recognize a very special lady in my life. I reminded her tonight that we met each other's, my cousin, the sister that I never had. We grew up in the same town of Everett, Washington. And I says, Pat Harbeck Weber, she's up here. And I'd like to say thank you for coming to yet another one of our functions. She's very special.
I would like to say thank you for coming. One of the things they say is that you can judge people by their friends, and we're looking real good. Thank you so much for that. Thank you to our daughters for working there.
And their families.
For tonight, they did all the cooking. That's amazing, and it skipped a generation. So that's really good, great. And thank you to my son-in-laws for paying for it. Also, for just moving their families here so we can be a part of the families. And thank you to our grandchildren who are the best of the best, and we are having so much fun just enjoying their lives and being a part of them. So thank you all.
And one last comment. I didn't forget, I overlooked the most important lady in my life, and that's my wife.
Not a shocker, not a shocker. Wait. A week ago, if any of you was it, a week ago, this was in the paper and celebrations, and it talks about us. Dave was, and he was a little guilty. He talked to me about a couple, 2-3 weeks before, and I said, are you going to work the Reno air races? And he's done that for about 5 years. Well, it's during our anniversary. And I said, no problem. Are you going to work it? And I said, go make money. That's good. So he went, and that's what he did on our anniversary. My daughters took us out to lunch. And so then he called me during the day while he was out at the Reno air races. And I said, honey, did you see the picture in the paper? Because I opened it up and, oh my gosh, that's our picture. And no. And so that's what happens after 50 years.
Hey, you haven't changed. I mean, one side of the picture looks the same as the other.
We have the best friends ever. I love you. No, I have to tell you. There's one lady that, and this was when I was in my 20s. And it was like I was in my 20s at one point. But anyway, she was like a surrogate grandmother to me. And she took a hold of me and said, Kay, you really look good. And she kept going on, and I tried some new face cream. Maybe it worked. Because it said it was going to eliminate everything. And so I was really kind of anxious to get away from her so I could look at a mirror. And so she she wasn't trying to be funny or anything like that, but she said, I don't see that well anymore. So thank you, Neil.